are watching Falmouth Community Television coming directly to you from the library lawn on Main Street. Welcome to the 219 Falmouth Christmas Parade presented by the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce for the 56th consecutive year. I'm Hatchville resident Jay Zavala, and my co-host here to help warm up the day is my sunny friend from West Falmouth, Barbara Wynn. Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Jay. This is the second year I've worked with Jay, or should I say played with Jay. This event is such a delight to be at because we've got babies through seniors all out. What could be nicer?
Right, and it's a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine. If you can't join us out here on the library lawn, we're going to make sure that you see everything happening in the parade. The group has just reached our point. We'll start off with our dignitaries. We've got a great lineup. It'll end with Santa Claus. And again, we'll be broadcasting again this evening, rebroadcasting. We're live now, but after this, it'll all be rebroadcasted at 8:30 this evening. Look to your schedule in coming days for other broadcasts on channel 13, 14, and 15. Remember, your local stations, Falmouth Community Television, is public, education, and government channels 13, 14, and 15. Barbara, as we wait for the parade to roll past, you remember we had a lot of activities going on. It all starts with a Holiday by the Sea weekend. A portion of it is the chamber. The biggest portion of it, of course, is all of the members of the chamber that have activities going all the way through the holidays and beyond. So
yeah,
right?
And this, I think the parade is a kind of fine climax of chamber activities, but there are other activities going on. Let's take a look at what's coming down Main Street now.
So starting off, we've got the Falmouth Police Stuff a Cruiser. Every year, the police department puts out a cruiser and they stuff it with toys for kids, for needy children. How wonderful is that? Great way to start the parade. Right behind them is the Falmouth Police Honor Guard. Every year they kick off the parade. Good way to get started. That includes the police chief, Ed Dunn, the fire marshal, Michael Small. The town crier should be right behind them in just a moment.
I think I saw a bell. Yeah.
Who do we have coming across? There we see. There's the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, folks. There's our town crier, David Vieira.
Look for that costume. We can hear the bell. Town crier.
And in that lovely streetcar coming up, they're carrying our Citizen of the Year. By the way, you'll notice the folks that are waving, those are members of the chamber. I think, do we have Senator Gamacito present? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
There's our Citizen of the Year waving at you.
That's Laura LaRusso. She's wearing some very becoming antlers. She's walking, and behind her is a trolley. I believe that's full of her family members.
Friends,
isn't that a nice thing to do?
Very philanthropic, very generous, very giving. The family is very much involved in the community.
Yeah, she has really done a tremendous amount of charitable work in town. She works with the VIPS school program on Calmer Choice, which is great for kids to learn mindfulness. Independence House, Jack's PACTA, Falmouth Military Support Group, Falmouth Service Center, the Community Health Center of Cape Cod, and the Falmouth Education Foundation. So how amazing is it that one person does all that philanthropy? That's what helped her become the Citizen of the Year.
There's our local
Selectman,
Town Manager Julian Suso, former selectmen are included as well. Here's the car that generally is there to carry the select folks, but they always choose to walk. Mingle with the crowd. We've got a great turnout today, Barbara.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking at people several deep. on Main Street. Many with chairs. Those are the experienced ones.
Right.
And lots of little children, which is the best part. Now, those children hanging out of the elected officials van, I want to make sure everybody understands they are future elected officials.
Right. They are our future, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And the music you hear is coming from the Falmouth High School Marching Band. It is 100 members strong. This is the combined high school instrumental program.
They're not there yet. I love their. You notice that their outerwear that they're wearing is all very festive too. I don't know how they got 100 kids into Christmassy looking wear. I hope they're all warm and toasty.
So do I, absolutely. And the good folks walking right behind them are the Falmouth band parents. The organization support Falmouth Public Schools, the instrumental music program. They're involved in purchasing and acquiring instruments. What is it, Barbara?
Well, they've also invested in software to help students learn music.
For smarter music.
Yeah.
Scholarships as well.
Scholarships. If we've got budding musicians who can make a living later, wouldn't that be exciting to have had that fostered here?
Right, and they always bring guest professional musicians in to work with the children as well. There's the cheerleaders coming along. And who are they leading? None other than Mr. and Miss Clipper. The cheerleaders are 13 members strong. Our cheerleaders are...
there's 13 of them.
Yes,
yeah.
there's 13 of them.
Yeah. And here comes Mr. and Ms. Clipper. And just so our viewers understand, these are two students who were nominated and then selected by teachers and voted by their peers to represent Falmouth High School at its best. So these are very promising young people we should be so proud of.
Sage Gretchel and Abraham Lino Weaver.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they're great role models. We got many of them in our high school, but they're great.
Barbara, take a
Oh
look
my
at that.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Courtesy of Sam and Judy LaRusso from Cape Cod Aggregates. They're the sponsors of the Hallamore horses. These wonderful Clydesdale, these 8 wonderful Clydesdales are stabled in Lakeville, right?
Yep. And you know, when you see these horses in person, as Jay and I did earlier, you have to see how massive these animals are. We're talking over a ton of weight, and what they call in horse parlance, 18 and a half hands high. Roughly 8 years old each horse. These are experienced animals. They are majestic. So happy to have them.
And their carriage, I believe, their carriage has a history of its own as well.
And their manes are all dressed. They are turned out in maximum festive wear.
What a treat. Look at them. What beautiful creatures. Absolutely lovely.
They're our
Community
sponsors.
Television. There we are. They cover the town, that's for sure.
Why don't you repeat the channels that the parade will be?
Sure. Falmouth Community Television will be covering not only on channel... I was getting some information there to hold up. Okay.
We have to say who they are.
Who are these?
I don't
Who do we have before
Cape
us
Cod
now?
Winery.
Cape Cod Winery, yes.
What are we doing?
Well, let's just keep commenting, and if they pick it up, it'll work. What do we have?
So we just saw Cape Cod Winery go by. You know, that's a newly moved and newly created business in East Falmouth, and
That's
we've got the Lions. The Falmouth Lions regularly bring this great float. The only thing different from Macy's is it's not up in the air.
That's it. That's
But
the
it's
only
gorgeous.
difference, right?
A reminder of what all the Lions Club does for the community.
Their motto is, "We serve."
Yep, they promote good citizenship and active interest in civic, cultural, social, and moral welfare in our community. We're lucky to have them. And then the road race folks are going by with the banner.
Is this the Miss Cape Cod
Yeah.
Scholarship Foundation?
Yeah, the first one.
Outstanding. This is the first recipient
Yep.
who's waving at us right now. Nonprofit organization providing scholarship services, and let's see, Julia Hurley, 2019 from Westport, Mass. She's a junior who wants to study biomedical engineering.
The Codgers.
The Cape Cod
Codgers.
Codgers. Great softball team.
Isn't it neat? If you love baseball, these people are a reminder that age does not stop you from playing a good fellowship game. And they're going by with they're all wearing baseball caps. We know who they are.
What do we have?
Falmouth Toyota's going by the Barn Potter. They weren't on our list, but we're happy to have them. It's all in support. It's a little ambiguous.
So
it's all in
right.
support of the Codgers, along with Falmouth Toyota.
Good. It's nice. It's nice to see that they have some good supporters.
Yep. The Ballet Theater. Okay.
Those are just the banners,
They must be.
right?
Yep.
So what we have coming up next is just people for cats. We don't have people for cats, do we?
I didn't see them. I hope our viewing audience did.
And this is the New England
Ballet Theater. And there's 50 dancers.
They look fabulous, absolutely.
They look fabulous. I hope they're not chilly.
And they've learned the Miss America hand wave. Isn't that great?
That's not the royal hand wave?
The royal hand wave, absolutely.
So they've been, the ballet theater has been active for 12 years, and they've just performed their 10th annual performance of the Nutcracker.
Excellent. The next walking group was the Neighborhood Falmouth. Non-profit serving the community. We're viewing the waving, right?
Wow.
Okay.
What are we doing? Who's in the fire truck getting all that noise, huh?
What do we have? Do you have anything on this
I
group?
can't
Yeah.
tell you who that
What do we have? We have the original 1927
Oh,
Department,
fabulous.
the fire engine, driven by master mechanic John Rose. We have engine 21. It's a new pumper, driven by assistant mechanic Jay Elliott, members of the engine committee. We have ladder 26. Here comes ladder 26. Driven by firefighter James Craven.
Jeez.
The next vehicle is breaker number 18, driven by firefighter Aaron Andrews.
And then we have
Certainly is gratifying to know that we have this great equipment available to our community here for safety and security.
we have a bit of a slowdown. That gives us a chance to mention the Community Emergency Response Team. And they're in what I would call an ambulance,
Right.
driven by the Community Response Team Director, Dan Dionardo. And we have Born Fire and Ladder 126. I think that's a reminder of how one community supports another.
You're so right, Barbara. You're so right. Glad to have them aboard. I failed to mention that earlier as we walked past this, Neighborhood Falmouth is one of the walking groups that came wandering through. Inspiration is everywhere. Here's the community outreach and advocacy for education.
Art
right?
education,
Art
in
education,
particular.
right? Inspiration is everywhere. It's a volunteer, non-profit organization.
They're using a funny motto. I mean, they're punny. Peace and goodwill on earth to men.
I'll leave it there.
They're picking up on the whole parade theme of peace and goodwill.
All about family.
Oh, here's now Perry LePew's. I love that, of course, based on a skunk.
Wildlife management.
Wildlife management, and they are a company that does humane management. So
they believe in living in peace with wildlife.
That's right. Apparently, there are no skunks on their property,
right?
Right.
It looks like a dancing group headed our way. Either that or they're very frantic.
We saw them rehearsing. You know, the
during the
public
staging
doesn't see
process.
the staging process, and this group was. I think it's a great way to keep warm.
Absolutely.
So we have 20 representatives from Dance Fitness with Donna.
That's right. To stay healthy and active, letting go and having fun, a little escape from life. Their theme is peace. Oh, Barbara, to be so young.
That's what we leave the dancing to younger people, right? Yeah, they're keeping at it the whole length of Main Street. Good to see them.
All right.
Yay!
Dance Fitness with Donna.
Nice little routine they did.
It was lovely. And look at the lovely folks standing on the side of the road.
Oh, this is the private. It's a private service, ambulance service that is participating. And look in the back of the ambulance, and you'll see the whole back is all decorated for Christmas.
And they're located right in our neighborhood. Falmouth, the home of the Falmouth Clippers.
Here's the hockey league going by. Of course, they're in our new arena.
Sure, with the hockey team, the tradition continues.
Oh.
What do we have? A Star Stable, right? A local family and horse farm, English and Western riding for all ages. They're located in Sandwich.
I wonder if that's the cleanup crew behind the Star Stables. You'll notice the front loader. One of our own family has a horse farm in Virginia, so I'm quite familiar with both horses and the, shall we say, pickup required.
Pickup requirement.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe this is the Thumbtastic Massage and
wellness, right? Okay, so we have 10 to 15 members. Mermaids, comfortable in your own skin is their motto. Right?
And look at the Girl Scouts now coming by in great numbers. I don't even know how to guess how many participants we have, but apparently 14 troops
Building
are
girls of
participating.
courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place.
That's great to see them all out. Nice turnout by the Falmouth Girl Scouts.
The Girl Scouts are made up of some 14 different troops, ranging in age from kindergarten through high school.
And they have a big float going by. Not only did they have the walkers, but they had a nice float with all kinds of sayings that represent who they want to be.
You know, Barbara, I hate to admit this, but I was not a Girl Scout.
Okay, but you know what? You turned out well anyway.
The Black Dog and Friends.
Yeah.
And what is this?
Well, Friends of Falmouth Dogs
Oh, great.
is being, I think, supported on their walking by the Black Dog business, which we know so well on Main Street.
Right.
And then going by right now were people we had a chance to talk to in the setup, and that is a relief organization for military animals. Because once a service dog has finished its service, they are given to the handler who otherwise would have to bear the cost of the medicine and the veterinary needs of these animals.
The
Old Stone Dock.
neighborhood service and social organization.
Yeah, they're the largest neighborhood association we have in any of our 8 villages. Very active on preservation and activities for members in a very large community.
What do we have? Flip-flops, gymnastics.
Yeah.
They're located in Mashpee.
They're doing handsprings, Jay.
Oh,
You want to get out there?
If I was in the 2nd or 18 age range, I certainly would be.
Yeah, that's true. They wouldn't let us in. That's our excuse,
That's
isn't
it,
Yeah,
exactly. Many of the banners represent members of the Chamber of Commerce that are all supporting the event. This is the
And-
Upper Cape.
Ski and Sports Club. I think the key thing here is they've expanded. They started out as the ski club, and now they have year-round sports activities. So they're emphasizing the sort of multiplicity and peace and goodwill. I love that. So you know the parade motto is peace and goodwill.
Oh,
So
that's
they've
right.
expanded it to say peace and goodwill because that's what the world needs.
That's what the world needs.
Yep.
Indeed it does. That's right. The theme of the parade this year is peace and goodwill.
I think the soccer club is going by, and then we have, of course, the Brian Boru pipe band. What could be more thrilling than that pipe music sound? They open town meetings and go to special events. They're fabulous.
They're very special to our community.
They
that's
are.
for sure.
We're gifted with that, right? Whoops, we have a stoppage.
Oh, good. It gives us
Here.
an opportunity to listen up a moment.
And I'm excited, honestly, at the turnout. It's just a great turnout. Look at that band in their tartans.
We had guests in from out of town, and they attended the opening of town meeting this year, and they were really impressed with the pipe band performance.
It's very stirring.
And of course, they're smart enough to know to stop in front of Leah McGuire's to perform. What a great crowd turnout, huh?
It is.
Look at that.
People are foot tapping, and it's just a terrifically convivial event to be part of.
I've got to give a fast shout out to our friends here at Falmouth Community Television for giving us hand warmers.
Yes.
Keeping us warm in the moment.
Yes. I noticed with interest that whereas the various dogs who are part and parcel of people's groups that are here this morning, that pipe music doesn't bother them at all.
That's true.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that is.
They're all very calm looking. Bravo.
That'll warm up the group, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Eastern Bank is walking to remind us
one
that
of the
they
event
are
sponsors.
Yep.
Right.
I think this is all part of the Duffy Health Center presence. We have two people. It's amazing how many antlers have sprouted.
That's true.
Mine are under my head. And of course, Duffy Health Center provides health care and support to people who are experiencing or at risk of homelessness. This is the giving season. Let's think about those people who have far less than we do.
And their motto and their theme is home and health for the holidays.
Oh, here come our scouts. The Boy Scouts are marching down. See if there's...
I can't. Oh, okay, here we have them. The organization, the Falmouth Scouts. Purpose of the organization: to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetime by instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and law.
And various packs of banners here.
And their motto is be prepared.
That's something we could work on.
We certainly
Jay.
could. Great. What a great organization for our kids to join.
And here's that music you're hearing is brought to us by middle school students at Lawrence School. We're very proud of their 7th and 8th grade band. I've heard bands of much more maturity with less musicality.
How many members do they have, Barbara?
90 apparently. So we're talking a serious presence here. All warmed up in red jackets and Santa Claus hats. Good for them.
And
It's amazing some of those instruments work in the cold.
Andrew Freitag is the band director. Mark of the Promise Church.
Is in this van and
Is a Brazilian church on Gifford. Bible studies regularly.
it's getting cooler.
And they're followed by the YMCA. Oops, that's yours, Barbara.
Yeah, Cape Cod YMCA.
It's all about community development.
And these folks have gone all out with a nice van, and now the Seacrest Beach Hotel, one of our fun places.
They're situated on Old Silver Beach. They offer great accommodations, and they have their own private beach.
And notice that they have played off Peace and Goodwill with a kind of 60s Beatles kind of look. Makes my ill-spent youth.
That certainly brings the sunshine to Main Street.
And we're just going to hold a minute while we wait for folks to catch up a little. And now we're looking at the Falmouth Taekwondo group, who are family-oriented organization, and their motto is the family that kicks together, sticks together, but they mean kick in a peaceful way.
Sure.
So
Their purpose is all about respect, discipline, and self-defense.
I think that's some others against drunk driving with their banner. There's an important thing to think about during the Christmas season.
What a great reminder during our holidays about
Yeah.
safe driving and how alcohol can make a fun time not so good.
Yeah.
Right? And they are followed by, what do we have?
Big float here. Lots of work went into this. Lots of little angels. Or angels for the day, do you think?
I hope so. You can always use them.
I'm afraid I don't know who that is.
We'll see. I believe our next one would be the SLM Entertainment, but we'll see. Got a couple of banners in there. This is yeah.
No, now we have the Aleppo. This is always a fun piece of the
We
parade.
just jumped ahead of the other group.
Yeah, we have Shriners Aleppo Lodge who are they're responsible for this great turnout of people who are the clowns for the day. You should see the makeup, the costumes, and they're all in small vehicles. I think, is that true? I think they call themselves the Fire Brigade, Cape Cod Fire Brigade, but the clown unit is here too. So we have clowns driving vehicles, walking alongside, and these are the people, remember, who raise monies for very good health causes, including the Shriners' 22 hospitals.
What a nice large group.
Oh, it's so great for the little kids.
Absolutely.
I always think of.
And me.
Okay.
I love these guys. They're great.
Maybe they'd let you in.
I think it's all about redheads, actually.
Oh, look, one of them is on stilts entertaining the children along the sidewalk.
No, don't tell me that.
You thought he was that tall?
I grew up believing they were actually that tall.
I'm sorry. And a trolley.
A reality check, right?
Yeah, we have a trolley. Oh, they go all out. So happy to have them because this is just the kind of thing that makes little children's eyes widen.
Absolutely. Great costumes, great
Yeah.
fun cars.
Terrific. Terrific people, terrific cause, terrific. Let's all remember them when it comes to donating for good causes. There's one with a little puppet sitting on the side of the trolley. How neat is that? We have some things out of the order we expected. But that's okay. We love them all.
Well, the line of
This is the end of the fire brigade. Look at that car, isn't that one? Oh, with a calliope. See, somebody's playing that, I hope.
it's all Aleppo. They join us every year. How wonderful. That was quite a contingency.
I think this is bigger than last year.
I
isn't
believe
it?
so, yes.
it's a delight, just delightful. It's
Shriners is a great organization. Absolutely.
Here comes
Another sponsor's banner.
The Gay Pride.
Right. This is their third appearance in this parade. All about bridges of understanding, connecting, and support among the LGBTQ community, its allies, and the community at large.
Peace and goodwill. That means all of us.
That means all of us.
I think this is St. Barnabas Church coming by now. They have a float with the Star of Bethlehem, and I think they have some angels on board. Who's walking now?
Merry Christmas indeed.
Can't make it. Oh, Newcomers Club. Ah, we saw a lot of newcomers on everyone lines up on Dillingham, and what the viewing public doesn't see is the whole prep.
They have a very large organization of newcomers, yes.
Over 500, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. Creating opportunities for community and friendship.
It's a nice way for people new to Falmouth to become integrated into all the opportunities that the town offers. This is their float.
And they're waving big. Barbara, you were mentioning the order of the parade. We have a lineup of expected participants, but as you know, at the last minute, everything changes.
Yep. I think the newcomers did a great job of emphasizing all the activities that are part of Falmouth. That's what they did on their float. Oh, here's belonging together, belonging to each other. Again, something, let's all think about the homeless people and people who are at risk of being homeless. This is a terrific ecumenical group called Belonging to Each Other, and all of their messages are on their card about security, safety, basic food. Let's as the weather gets colder, it's hard not to think of people in need.
Scholarships, matching gifts. What do we have here? And they're sponsored by Martha's Vineyard Savings Bank. This is the U.S. Coast Guard and the Coast Guard Auxiliary. It's the nation's oldest continuing seagoing service with responsibilities that include search and rescue, maritime law enforcement, aid to navigation, and so forth.
Yeah, look at that. That's a real rescue boat.
Absolutely.
It's not a float. It's a real rescue boat.
Let's hope we never need it.
And hope we never need it, but boy, when you do, they are so prompt. I've witnessed that.
And right on their heels is the Massachusetts Maritime Academy Band, Honor Guard, and Drill Team.
Look at this. Talk about professional. Wow. hard not to be impressed,
The
Jay.
MMA is one of the best schools, both national and regional rankings. U.S. News and World Report is rated as the 4th best top public university in Massachusetts. The U.S. Department of Education says they're the 3rd top of the 25 public universities, lowest cost, highest income for the future. Over 100 members are performing for it. Welcome to Falmouth, that's for sure.
Isn't that impressive?
They're being led by Lieutenant Commander Wayne McGee is the director. Enjoy.
We have a variety of friends whose children, have gone to Mass Maritime, and to a person, they have come out of there fabulous citizens, ready for careers. I'm in awe of the school.
Class act.
I think we have Gosnold going by right now. I see a number of messages about recovery, and theirs is a monster float.
You are so right.
Very beautiful. I think Moskovsky had a hand in this. This is a spectacular array of trees and supersized candy canes. But let's remember, this is all about Gosnold. Their theme for their float is peace in recovery, goodwill in service.
Leading the way since 1976.
The parade committee is going by in the white tie.
Well, that tells me Santa is right behind them.
Coming soon.
Once the committee has finished their work, Santa's the last one to come along. And this year, they're being led by the AMVET Post 70. Proud to bring you Santa Claus. They were the 2018 Best of Parade and the President's Choice Award winners. There's Santa. That's the man I've been waiting for.
Thanks to the AMVETs for sponsoring that float.
Barbara.
It is so exciting to watch little kids just get beyond excited seeing Santa. Because remember, they have to be asleep when they show up.
Absolutely.
When he shows up at their home.
Barbara, the 2019 Falmouth Christmas Parade has just rolled past.
Oh my gosh.
They did a great job. So many citizens have participated in it. Love to see the children active in it.
Yeah.
Love to see the lineup, not only the great turnout in the community. We had a great sunny day. This has been lovely.
Oh, it's cool.
We had a number of surprises.
Just a reminder, too, that although I think of the parade as the climax of the weekend, there are a number of activities still going on for Holidays by the Sea. Mention a couple.
Oh, by all means.
Falmouth Art Center, you can go this afternoon from 1 to 4 because they're holding a market and gift gallery. The train in Buzzards Bay continues through the 23rd. Heritage Museum.
We're getting ready to wrap it up.
Also active.
All right, so in closing, we want to say thank you to the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce and, of course, to our staff here, and member volunteers at FCTV for bringing this to you, Barbara. It's been fun tap dancing.
I know.
Some things we got right, some things we got better. And join us again next year. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you all.